What's poppin'?
Light sauce. And
Light sauce?
Light sauce, not too heavy, light sauce.
Machine guns in the whip, I feel like Spy Hunter. Whip Mac fly like a jet. Hop in the booth and then cook her with time. When there's nothing to do, bitch, you beat it, get murdered.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Are we back? Are we finally back? Tell me, Steph, are we finally back?
I think we back. I think we back.
We back. All right, let me just, I have to make sure because, listen, it's been, shit, let me think. It's been about, let me see, because it's June, right?
Yeah, it's
It's been
June.
about 4 months, I think.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Wow, anyways, it is your guy, your man with the plan, your host with the most. I am Reek, and I'm joined by my good friend, Stef, aka FKA Kid Devil, aka Hellblazr. Man, and welcome to the Light on the Sauce podcast. Oh my goodness. See, now, here's the thing about it. Life happens, shit happens, and the thing about it, me is too much life happens to me. You know what I'm saying? It sometimes shit just doesn't work out in your favor, and shit gets pushed back, gets pushed back, gets pushed back, like a bad haircut. And sometimes you just gotta let shit recover. And if it took me a long time to get back to a place where I can comfortably record podcasts on a regular basis, and that's what I plan to do. I'm not going to go on too long because I won't really want to get into it because I think it's going to be a very fun episode. But listen, enough about me. How you feeling, Steph?
Bro, I'm chilling. I'm living. Honestly, I'm just happy that you're back. Light on the sauce was something that we needed. But I get it. You a busy man, big baller teams, big motivated, big moves.
Big boss teams.
I'm happy to lock in with someone who I really do consider my brother and someone who I'm happy, is so ingrained and locked in with connecting with me. And I'm happy we get to put this down as our little archive, I guess.
Yeah, because the thing about it, podcasts are the way I do shit is it's a conversation. It's not like a show. It's not scripted. It's not authentic. It's not. I mean, it is authentic, but it's not
It's freeform.
Yeah, we don't none of that fake shit. It's all real shit, straight real shit. We don't do none of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Well, my friend Steph here is a rapper. A very good one, I think. A very fucking good one. um, I remember when I first saw him perform. It was at I forgot what they called it, but it was a function up at Frostburg. I forgot. I think was it spring of 19 when they did it, or was it?
It was spring of 20.
I think it was fall of 19, right?
I came fall of 19. It was spring of 20.
It was spring of 20.
Yeah.
It was right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Really? Damn. I might think you're right. It might have been. You're actually right. And I remember watching him perform with Mike, aka Azure the Paradox, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?"
I was so.
It's like niggas that call themselves devils and demons. Like y'all niggas are weird, man. But the way you did it wasn't like It wasn't like a weird thing. It was just like a Kid Devil. Because you know how niggas are on social media and things like that. Like they do things that are very. They try to call themselves things to get up to have this, I don't know, a persona, some kind of image they're trying to put out. But it's like the thing about it is like you don't make yourself out to be a devil. You know what I mean?
I did it in the nerdiest way ever because I took that name from a comic book character.
Mm-hmm.
I even took my current name from a comic book character. None of it was. The funny thing is to the regular outside looking in, it's oh, what in the world? But I was just that's honestly what made me laugh all the time because I was just having fun with it, and I was like, look, I'm gonna name myself after one of my most underrated heroes that I really messed with, and I'm just gonna change a letter here and there because I don't want to get copyrighted. But we
for sure. So. At what age did you decide? When did you decide that you wanted to go into music in the first place?
Okay, it's a funny story. First off, I'm gonna tell you how I even got into this stuff. I'm gonna tell you how I got into this to begin with. So I was in summer school in like seventh grade, which is weird because I've never needed. I don't know why it was like that year that my mom was like, "You're going to summer school." Like I've never been to summer school before in my life. I've always been a pretty like smart dude, but she was like, "Nah, you're going." Like I don't even remember my grades being that bad. But anyway, it was like my seventh grade summer. And I was at summer school, and shout out to Kingsview Middle School, shout out to G Town. But I was trying to impress this girl named Autumn. I think it was this I was trying to impress this girl named Autumn. And she had just moved and she was into Childish Gambino and she got me hip. He got me hip to
Love that
Childish
guy.
Gambino,
Love that guy.
of course. And so I just started listening through his catalog over and over and over. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna like I feel like I was like, oh, I could be like childish, and then I just started walking around like reciting like Bonfire every day for like a week, and
Oh
then
my god.
more and more as I started like getting into like the art of things, I had a bunch of like anger issues as a kid, and
Right.
I was like, I kind of want to hit someone, but I probably shouldn't be hitting someone because I'm in the office too much. So I'm gonna like write and like express and do that. So that's how I kind of got into stuff like that. So yeah, it just kind of progressively, it's kind of snowballed from there.
So of course you're not doing this shit just for fun, obviously. Yeah, it is a fun thing to do, I would imagine, because you wouldn't be doing something if you didn't think it was fun. But
It is fun
you
I've ever
know,
had in my life.
I feel like you have a place you want to get to with this shit. You don't want to be, like, you want to be, albums, tours, awards, Billboard. Like there's a progression here, and because I remember after the little talent show or whatever. I forgot what we called it. I really forgot what we called it. But after
I
that, I
really
remember
think it was called like the, I think it was called like the Creative Slam or something. I have no idea.
that's exactly what it was. I don't know why I was thinking talent showcase some bullshit or something like that. But I remember going. I was like, okay, kid, okay, and I saw your profile somewhere. I probably followed you probably that same day, like the same night or the next day, somewhere around there. And
Yeah.
I was like, let me see if he has anything else. Cause you performed with Mike and y'all performed ER. Um, and I remember downloading ER. I was like, damn. It was on my replay that year. Actually, that's how much I played. It was like in my top 30 played songs that year. Because I
Hey,
used
we
to
love
listen to
to
it when I
hear
was
it.
at the gym and shit. So I listened to that song a lot. And then I went back to Double Season and I listened to Double Season and then I was like, this nigga's actually okay. Because like a lot of people that are rappers and promote their music, a lot of there's got here that people promote and people put out or people shares like it's ass to me. So I had to really, because I was impressed by the performance, so I had to actually go look and see like, is this just an isolated incident, or is this guy actually good at what he does?
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas just, if I'm being real, a lot of niggas are rappers because their friends are lying to them. That's why niggas are still rappers. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying?
You are
I'm not
not
saying
wrong though.
I can do better because if I could do better, I'd be a rapper right now if I could do better, but I can't. So, but yeah, like I remember, yeah, I was into Giddy Up and Party like the '90s, shit like that. And I was like, actually, this is actually, he seems like a cool dude, first of all, but I was like, this guy has good music that I can actually listen to regularly because I know friends that are rappers that I sometimes a lot of people that like their music I just can't get into on a regular, but yours is like, okay, I could do this. It speaks to me. I can relate to
Yeah.
this. So so in your music, what do you go for in terms of messages, in terms of what you're trying to say? Like, do you have a purpose when you rap, or
Oh.
or a lot of times you just rap just to rap?
The funny thing is I come into like every like podcast opportunity and stuff like that. I come in with like questions and like answers already in, and then for some reason I need to get out of this habit. I always think I know what you're gonna ask, but then it's just a complete 180.
Oh
But
my
nah,
gosh.
to answer your question, it honestly depends on whatever. Like I think, okay, so I just dropped Mrs. Melanin, right? So I just
Yes,
did that.
sir.
Obviously, like with that, I came in because it's first of all, anyone that knows me knows I love black women, yo. Like it's
Listen, man. There was a time where I was tweeting that every single day because I fucking love black women. I love them. You know,
exactly. So you
all the
know,
shit, any shade, any size, any height. I don't care. I love it.
you know,
I love it because it's crazy. Because growing up, I'm gonna take a left turn here. Growing up, I only
go
like this. I only like I exclusively like Hispanic women. I don't know why.
ahead.
I don't know where that came from. But when I got into high school, and I saw, and there was this girl, tall, light brown skinned woman, model type.
Yeah,
That's when because I was like 14 at the time. I had just entered high school, so you're like, I don't even know what real women look like yet.
yeah,
At
yeah.
the time. Shawty was a scene. She had like a tattoo on her thigh, bro. I think her name was Jade.
It's all,
And
bro. It's always a Jade, a Jasmine, or something along those lines, bro.
fucking Jadas and shit, man. I remember I was like, yeah, she was like standing in the hallway, and I was walking past her. She said something to me, and I was like, huh? I was like, oh my god.
You were starstruck.
Hell yeah! And I know, and the wildest part is I never saw her again. I never saw her again. It was like she was like this mythical creature that you stumble upon if you search for it, like in a video game. Like it's just not like. But after that, I was like, man,
You
I
said
love this.
Shawty was a whole Easter egg.
I swear to God, Shawty is like a unicorn, bro. Like what the fuck. But yeah, man. So like back to Mrs. Melanin. How did that song come to be?
It came to be because, well, honestly, to be honest, I've had that idea.
I think we both know why, but go ahead.
No, 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 no. I've had that idea rolling around in my head literally since my senior year of high school. I just never got around to it because it never felt right. And then, what was this? Like, okay, shout out to my homegirl Z. My homegirl Z, the cover art that you see, we had like versions of that, and she sent me the earliest version. I'll literally send it to you, and then you can like post it or something when this drops. But the earliest version of that cover art, she literally gave to me as a graduation gift because I had told her the idea of it. But she was always just like pressing me. She was like, "Yo, when is it dropping? When are you gonna make it?" Like I had whole projects come out, and she would literally text me and be like, "Yo, but you didn't drop Mrs. Melanin. Like you're kind of doing me dirty." I was like, "I haven't even written it yet because it hasn't felt right." And then literally maybe like I want to say March or I want to say either February or March. I got a beat from my homeboy Fazo. My partner in crime literally produces 90% of the stuff that you hear. And so I got a beat from him and I was like, yeah, this is kind of the vibes I'm going for. And I was just going like I was just going to go and literally the hook you hear is the first thing that came to my head. And so it was very free form from there. At that point it was just kind of like I want to get across the ode and I want to really show people that like I really do appreciate not just the black woman in my life but just the black woman like in general and it I think
Sure.
that it did that really well.
Yeah, because think about it is like a lot of times black women they're very underappreciated, very underrated. You know, because the thing about black women is they already have two strikes when they're born. One, they're women, and two, they're black. So
Yeah.
you put those two together, it's like you just have, sadly enough, little to no respect in this world from, you know, people. And the thing about it is like it's beautiful to look at because like I see women out here and they're killing it. Businesses, grades, whatever they get into. Like black women are out here killing it, and they have been since quarantine started. It's fucking crazy.
Nah, look, they haven't since the dawn of time. But honestly,
They
I
have
hate to
been.
interrupt, but I hate to interrupt, but I gotta pause just so I could take this moment to shout out literally the ones in my life that I think are just doing it and killing it. Shout out to my homegirl Asha. Shout out to Ariana Monet, who is killing it in terms of what she's doing for Frostburg culture.
It's stuff. Yes,
Miss
sir.
Prez, uh, Dude, I'm tweaking right now. Shout out to Sav. Shout out to my homegirl Z, who, like I said, did the cover art. Shout out to literally every black woman I've come across in
You
my life
think
that has helped
somebody?
me.
How
And
much do you think? Shout out. Shout out K Walks the GOAT. She just graduated.
Yeah,
My main man graduated. She first got me started. She the one that got my beard right. Shout out to her. Shout out to OT, helped me with my skin and shit. She's killing it too. You know what I'm saying? She graduates soon. Um,
yeah.
even though I don't know her, shout out Nini. Even though I don't know her personally. Um,
Nah, shout out Nini, because Nini's out
yeah,
here killing it in the podcasting world.
no, for sure. And I've listened to her podcast a few times, and I actually enjoy what I hear for real. For real. Like she's, I'm like, they should be hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Like I fucks with them a lot. And
Yeah.
there's a few more. I can't think of their names right now. Fuck, I feel horrible. But
I know. I feel horrible right now thinking of all the ones that I'm missing, but I have to drop this last one real quick, and I apologize to everyone that I missed. But shout out to my homegirl Natalia. She is like when in terms of like making sure that my sound is like perfect and right. She is always the person I go to, so I thank her so much for that. And she's literally like my platonic ride or die, and I wouldn't ask anything more from her.
see, and that's beautiful because the thing about it is like the thing about black women. The beautiful thing about black women is like they appreciate our struggles. They appreciate what we go through. You know what I'm saying? Like they understand us. You know, the thing about a lot of guys though is that they feel like they can't talk to anyone because they'll be seen as soft or whatever the case may be. But it's like the thing about it is, man, black women want us to talk to them. You know, there are some women out here that are mean and will, try to bitch us out or whatever the fuck. You know, that's true. There are mean people out here.
Yeah.
But in a general sense, man, having a black woman to talk to, bruh, it's awesome. Straight
Yeah,
up.
I think if you need it, like, bro, like I say this to all the non-POCs out there, or just the non-black people, I guess I'm saying out there. Get a black woman in your life if you just need anything, and of course,
That's what I'm saying. If you can, bro, go ahead and do that. I'm telling you.
yeah, and of course, I can't forget, only the best black woman I have in my life. Shout out to my moms, you know, love her,
For
and
sure, for
yeah,
sure, for sure.
I only say that because I'm currently in her house right now, so I'm messing with you. I would have said it regardless, but it just
No.
it just adds to that. But
No,
nah,
absolutely, for sure.
man. I think overall, it was just like an ode to everything. It was just like a super like, it was just a super great like super like. It's a piece where I'm really, like I said when I posted it up, it's probably the most important thing that I've made so far, and so I'm really happy that it came out really well. And yeah, I'm happy that people for the most part seem to be messing with it. And this is a super long answer, so I apologize, but yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all right. No, no, no. Like, cause the thing about music is like a lot of people, a lot of things aren't really touched on that deep. Even when people ask, like artists don't really go into things a lot because like there are very deep meanings behind a lot of songs that people write, but
Yeah.
they just won't tell you. They just won't say anything. So it's
Like
good to
that's
have an
like,
inside. It's good to have an inside look, into the art that the artist put out. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool shit. Honestly, like I'm getting enlightened here, so I don't really mind that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You know,
this is why I keep telling people I can never do a genius interview because my genius interview would be an hour.
nigga, I can only imagine that. Oh my god.
But nah, dog. Yeah, I just go go check it out if you haven't. I'm sure that my socials will be somewhere tagged throughout this. So
Uh, stream Mrs. Melanin, stream Pain, stream fuck.
just
What's
just
the junk you got?
just
Shit,
stream
stream everything,
everything.
man. Honestly, I'm gonna put a link or somewhere something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna put something somewhere so y'all can follow him, look at him, listen to his shit, cause this nigga's amazing. I remember we were in our technology building at school. It was like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh,
The
you want to talk about this?
the building had been closed for like because the building closes like at like 9, right?
Bro, we were there on a Friday. The building had closed at 5. We were hiked in there for
So
like
the
six
building
hours.
had been closed, and we were there until like 1:30 when we all left. And this nigga had to walk back to Edgewood. This nigga's crazy. Anyways, we were in there. This nigga was in there freestyling so seamlessly. It was the craziest. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. And I was like,
Over like 6 different beats.
y'all tell me this nigga from Germantown not rapping, y'all? A nigga from Germantown? Is that what we're
Oh,
doing?
Hold on, we not gonna do that. First of all, we not gonna do that.
But nah, seriously, it was like, damn, this thing is crazy.
Yeah. Shout out G Town, because we're not just gonna take that slander. But
Nah,
second of all,
I got you, bro. Respect. You got it.
second of all, yeah, we was. I think honestly, that's like it's which is funny because it was like at the end of like it was at the end of the year, but I think that's like top five of my favorite moments of the year because it was literally like we were all stressed because of like exams and finals and all that. But at the end, I don't know what happened. I think somewhere around like 7:30, we all just decided to say, you know what, forget it, and we're just gonna have fun, and we just cooled it till like 2 o'clock in the
That's what I'm
morning.
saying. That was the funnest part because it was just so spontaneous. Like no one planned to be there that long. Like because I remember when you and Rob stayed there. Me and Omar went to fucking we went to dinner. We came back and then my man Sosa was still there. Then Ryan
Yeah,
came and everything. Like we were just sitting there chill. We were having fun, listening to music, talking about bullshit. We were on live for like an hour. Like we were chilling. And like thinking about it's so cool being around genuine ass people that actually want to be around you, bro. You just have fun like it's nothing. Like that shit was. That's why I'm hoping and praying I can somehow get this house because we can have more moments like that and it'll be easier because I remember going outside because I went to the bathroom. It was like 11 something, and I saw
mm.
a cop and I was like, oh fuck, he about to get kicked out. And he just looked at me. He waved at me. He left. I was like, bad. But now CCIT be blowing me now because the janitor. I know it's her job, but please leave me the fuck alone. Especially around finals, bro. Please get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, dog. Just
Like that shit blew me.
especially around finals, just don't talk to nobody. Just let them do what they got to do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Let the students live. But on a different note, so a lot of people get started with this shit through inspiration. My inspirations were like to start because originally I wanted to be a sports journalist, sports analyst,
Hmm.
whatever. And my inspiration was Stephen A. Smith, the main guy over at ESPN.
Of
Legend,
course,
goat, love that guy.
bro. He is a
Um,
goat. He is a
for
goat
sure,
when it comes to commentary.
absolutely. Like he actually got me into looking at sports in a more deeper sense. I didn't start watching sports until I was like shit 11. Like I would catch it on TV, but I would never watch it. I would never watch it
Yeah.
because I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch it. The only way I could watch anything was when football came on Sunday. Because I missed everything else. And
Yeah.
even then, I didn't care that much until I got to a certain age. But and then I discovered podcasts, and I used to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast a lot, mostly just because I'm a huge UFC fan, and I would listen to like the fight to talk about fights. The other shit Joe
Hmm.
Rogan talks about is I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole different story. But how did you get your what was your inspiration? How did you get your start? Like who made who did you listen to? Who did you watch that made you say, you know what, I want to do this for a living?
Okay. So first off, I have to say this: without Childish Gambino, there is no me. Because the internet made me want to actually like put pen to paper and realize that I got to do this.
I love that album.
Um,
Oh my god.
yeah. And so speaking of, we were just talking about the night when we were all in CCIT. I think we played that album like back to front, front
Yeah.
to back.
Yep. Cover to cover.
But yeah, Childish Gambino for sure. Without him, there is no me. Tech Nine and Hobson have saved my life on multiple occasions. Um,
Tech Nine was
so,
like shit back in the day when he had what was that album called, man?
bro, the All Sixes and Sevens album to me, I think is like, yeah, the All Sixes and Sevens album and Special Effects to me are like, they're basically scripture.
No, I actually heard Tech Nine for the first time playing Midnight Club, Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I was like, Tech Nine. His name is spelled stupid. I ain't gonna. That's literally where I discovered him. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then when something else dropped in 2013, was it 2013? I think, or was it 2012? One of those. Something
I
else
think it was
dropped,
2013.
and I heard what was the song I heard? It was Fragile. That's the song I heard. It was Fragile, and
Yeah.
it was so dope. No, it was so dope first, and I was like, this is my favorite fucking song. I played that song to death. But
Okay.
that's great for sure, for sure.
since we're talking about So Dope, real quick before I get back to the rest of my influences, shout out to Snow the Product. She had the best verse on that song. I don't care what nobody says.
She did. I don't know when you first, I don't know when I first heard of her. I was like, who the hell is this white girl? You know, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Shawty is vicious.
Oh my god. First off, yeah, like she was killing it. And plus, bro, like if you listen to her other stuff when she started rapping in Spanish, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like shout out, she going crazy for the Latinas right now. But nah, just to get back to answer your question, like my overall influences, like right now, I'm influenced a lot more by like Brockhampton and like Wu Tang and like MGK, and honestly, I'm Anderson Paak, Wale, Jaden. Like I'm all over the place with stuff, man. Like I think Mac Miller, of course. Like I will never Mac Miller and Lauryn Hill. I think two people that like define me heavily. So yeah,
Man, that's a piece
I'm
of man.
yeah, rest in peace. And I'm like I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place when it comes to stuff, and I think that the more, which is honestly why if like when people hear this and if they check out my stuff or they check out my socials, they'll know that like I'm reworking my whole like project right now. And the part of the biggest reason of why I decided to like rework it was because I wasn't showing enough diversity and I wasn't showing something that really like encapsulated like me. And so I kind of was like, hey, I gotta scrap this, even though I like it. I gotta scrap it and give something a lot more accurate.
Right.
And so yeah, so just again another super long answer. I apologize, but yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with influences, dog.
No, like, cause thing about it is like it's hard to really tab one person, especially when you're an artist, like an artist that listens to as much music as you do. Like it's hard to really pull one, cause you can pull things from, cause they like me, like I listen to everything. Like I started listening to rock music a lot when I was like 6 or 7 because of SmackDown versus Raw and shit. So I would
Mm.
listen to a lot. So I started listening to a lot of rock music, a lot of Breaking Benjamin, a lot of 3 Days Grace, a
Oh,
lot of
three
Saving
days grace.
Abel, fucking yeah, I listen to a lot of people. You know,
Yeah.
Project 86, whatever the fuck. And I started listening to dubstep a lot in middle school. I listened to a lot of EDM, Deadmau5, Skrillex. Um, the list really goes on. And of course, I listen to a lot of rap. I listen to a lot of rap music. Like nowadays, like Lil Skies, Lil Gray, Lil Uzi Vert, Future.
Hmm.
Um, I listen to so much music. Oh my gosh, ridiculous! I can't even go into it because I'm be
Yeah.
talking forever. But and you listen to music kind of like I do. Like you listen to so much, like you don't discriminate when it comes to music. And I think it's really, really hard to really say this is the one guy that inspired everything I did. Because no matter how great certain rappers are, they don't do everything well.
Yeah.
Sometimes boom bap is all someone can do. Sometimes mumble rap is all something somebody can do, and that's fine. So it's good to take inspiration from all these other places because you can create something truly unique, and I think that's what makes songs that get song of the year. That's what makes them go because they pull so many things from so many different places, and it makes a song such a unique record that you know that's what makes it so fucking great. So I think it's great that you take inspiration from other places and try not to stay in one mold and try to fit somebody's image that isn't yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how
Like
do you think? So I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue, bro. My bad.
nah, like just to cap in on that, there's no way I can completely like nail it down to one person, but I will say like right now right now the two people who are like really like inspiring me are like, oh, I gotta go, or like really making me like push what I want to do is the Kid Leroy and Willow Smith. Like I think those two right now, they're killing it for me.
I just got into Leroy um a couple months ago because I know my man's Mel. Shout out to Mel. He listens to a lot of music just like I do, and I saw him listen to a lot of Leroy, and I was like, okay, and I was like, let me see, and I listened to Let Her Go, and I was like, dang.
Bruh, hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see what literally just came in the mail today.
Mm.
Cause you're gonna
Oh,
realize when I tell you this kid is inspiring me. this is what I mean. For anyone that's listening to the audio, there is a whole Kid Leroy merch
Oh my
in front of
gosh.
me.
So I got a whole.
And
No,
and
I
the thing
respect
is
it.
and the thing is this isn't even the first one. I bought this like Christmas. I had to step it up because I was like, ooh,
Roy's
this one kind
pictures
of
and
bland.
shit.
Yeah. But nah, like Leroy is the prince of sad boy music in my opinion right now.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Because
But nah,
like, I listen to sad boy music unironically. Like, I don't even be sad. Because think about this: if you're sad, why you listen to sad music? Make it make sense. No, I think
you're
that's the
100%
dumbest shit
right.
ever. It's like, why would you want to make yourself more sad by listening to sad music?
You're
Like,
not wrong.
but I just want to go back to talking about being authentic. How important do you think authenticity is to music? Because there are a lot of niggas that try to say I'm from the trenches, the whole
Hmm.
time you living in fucking $300,000, $400,000 big ass houses. Your parents are happily married with good jobs. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you're living good. You know what I'm saying? I've been living. I don't. You know, I wouldn't. I've lived in the hood. I've lived in some bad parts, but I would never call myself a hood nigga. I would never put myself. I would never try to put that image on myself because that's not who I am. But niggas just be lying about where they're from and what they're about, and that shit. No, no, no. You're laughing. I'm so fucking serious because
No, you're 100% right. That's
like
why I'm
I see
laughing.
it so much. I'm like, bruh, like niggas I went to school with. I'm like, bro, why you trying to be so hard? Like, what you want to be a gangster for? Like, bro, you're not built like that, bro. Like, nigga, please, like, bro, please, nigga, you're from the suburbs. Please stop what you doing, bro. Like, you're not from any trenches, bro.
Bro, there's okay. My like I said earlier, I grew up in Germantown, bro. So that's all I hear. Like it's like, bro, there's a that like it's all the like around me. It's a bunch of like, oh, my parents work in DC, my parents do this. It's a bunch of like people with like government jobs and stuff like that. Like you guys are comfy. You guys are getting pension plans and stuff like that. Like I lit like again, back to my mom's like respect, yo. We were literally like we were in the bottom and then she worked her butt off to get us and to get us to where we at now. And like so I got and so growing up and I'm coming into Germantown, I'm hearing all these people, especially in like middle school and high school, talking about, bro, ain't nobody got out the bottom like me, bro. Ain't nobody, and like, I'm like, bro, literally, I've seen where you lived your whole life, and like, dog, you comfy, and then it's like, it's another thing of just like people just being attracted to that lifestyle and being from someone who's I wasn't even like in it like that because obviously I was young, but just being surrounded and knowing the realities of everything, I was like I could never imagine being in that. But yet everyone around me growing up in like middle school and high school wanted it and was like it's something about I guess it's something about just having idle minds that like just makes you the most dangerous. My mom has a quote about that. I can't remember it right now. But like literally she's like but literally it's just like it astounds me how much people want to be in the trap so much. It honestly astounds me.
Like, think about because think about it, it's like, because I grew up with a few of them myself, because because the houses because I lived in my grandma's basement for like the first 12 years of my life or so. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for or a good portion of it. I'm saying a good portion of it because when I was really young, we had an apartment, and it burned down, whatever. So
Yeah,
because I grew up, I grew up in the suburbs myself. So that's pretty much most of what I knew before we had to move out and move into a worse area. But and I'm like, bro, y'all niggas grew up where I grew up.
for real.
Yeah, niggas are not built like that, bro. Like, I see how you live. I see how your parents live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got 3, 4 cars in the fucking garage in the driveway. Your parents are married. They love you. They push you through school. They try to make sure they give you the best they can. But you want to act like you're struggling because your parents aren't struggling. Your parents are doing well. And it's like,
Exactly,
bro,
bro.
like, why are you so obsessed with trying to struggle? The thing about it is you can rap, but you don't have to rap about struggling. The thing about Charles Gambino too, like, you know what I'm saying? His folks have money, and he embraces that. He knows that. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
doesn't rap about being poor, or being broke, or being from the trenches because he knows he ain't from there. And I think that's the kind of the beauty of it. But it's like, my nigga, like, even rappers now, I'm like, even rappers from the DMV, like from my area, specifically in PG, it's like, bro, I
Mm.
know a lot of you niggas. I've seen a lot of you niggas, like, but whatever sells, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly, whatever sells, yo,
What
whatever sells.
like I'm not gonna judge anybody. I ain't going to call anyone out on their shit, but it's like, it's great. I feel like people dig you more if you're real about who you are where you're from.
Yeah, and
I,
shout out to my boy Justin because we were just having a conversation about that because we were talking like as artists like bro, it especially being the fact that like we're not in that we're like dang we're running out of like stuff to figure out quick and so the temptation is there as a creative to always be like, man, I just want to like flip it and just like, man, talk about this, but you know it won't be you. And the fact of the matter is that authenticity, when you really win off of the fact of just telling something that really is you, that's the biggest win of all. Like I would never want to go like gold or platinum off a record that like I'm lying on. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, and I feel like it just feels more rewarding, cause yeah, I don't think people, especially like very talented rappers, they don't do it for money per se. No, I mean like
Mm.
I mean of course you do it to eventually you think it's your way you do it to get paid obviously, but that's
Yeah.
not your main thing. You can tell with a lot of people like a lot of people are just lucky to be there. A lot of people are like industry plants. A lot of people are just there to because they got put where they're at, not because they earned their way there. But a lot of rappers that had to earn and scrap their way up to the top is like they did it being themselves, and that's the beauty of it. But because and they don't do it for the money. They don't do it for the Grammys. They do it because that's what they're passionate about. They do it because that's what they love to do. But like I said, what do I know? I'm not in the industry. I don't know any better. So I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Nah, that's actually a lot of insight, bro. And I think that's why we're so close and why we've gotten so close so quick is because, we both just want to be ourselves and move with honest intentions. And honestly, I think honest intentions, honestly, but no, like genuinely, I think that I think that's one, all I want around me. That's two, all I want to do with everything moving forward.
Like exactly. So it's like because think about it. Because when I hear you rap and I talk and the more I talk, I'm like, you know what, you like this. His music matches who exactly who he is. Like he raps about real shit that he goes through, shit that he has on his brain, and that's the good part. Because it's like I don't understand how it could be rewarding if you just capitalize on shit that either you stole or just is a straight up lie. Like
Yeah.
if I lied to someone about something, I would feel like shit about it. Unless especially if I cared about that person's approval or that person's opinion or whatever the fuck whatever it can be. But I guess when a lot of people that are in music, they don't really care. Excuse me, like a lot of people don't
No,
care
you
because
good.
they do it just to get a quick cash grab, and it's like, damn, that's really how you feel about music. Okay, fair enough, but that's just kind of that's kind of the climate of the industry, I guess. People are it's a money driven business because a lot of people like if you hear a lot of the records, I'm like, bro, they're saying a lot of nothing. They either
You're
sing
not
the same
wrong.
bars over and over. They just and especially like with these TikTok songs, it's like, bro, y'all make me sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, and I'm like, y'all let me like Trackstar is the dumbest song I've ever heard. Firstly,
I honestly don't think I've ever listened to that song all the
it
way through.
it's a stupid song. It is a dumb song. Waukesha is a dumb song.
Oh, we could talk. Oh, we gonna talk about that. Like, look, all respect, all respect to Moneybag, and all respect to everyone that was involved in that. But I'm sorry, it is literally just a song about lean and cool. I get it, but when I see these girls post themselves up and that song in the background, I'm like, yo, you realize you're comparing yourself to a super addictive drug that has been killing people recently.
I mean, that's kind of what women are now.
Ha
In
ha ha
essence, in
ha
essence,
ha ha. I'm just not gonna say nothing because
I mean, no, think about it though. Like in essence, that's kind of what, because, but no, they don't think about it that deep. So I'm not gonna go that deep. But it's like, bro, it's literally just the sample that goes along with it. That's why it's so popular. It's an otherwise unremarkable song. It
yeah.
really is.
But
But
nah,
like songs like that, songs like Trackstar, that shit with DG and Coil Ray, that dumbass song, like shit like that is like, bro, please. And y'all let these songs get popular. Can y'all stop?
I will say though, bro, like,
Make music great again. The fuck?
no, not make music
I'm
great again.
tired of it.
But no, I think right now like there's just lanes for stuff, man. Like there's just lanes, and I think the more and more we have this conversation, the more I feel like there's just a lane for everybody, bro. Like if you really want like expressive stuff, and if you really want like super authentic stuff, like bro, honestly, Care for Me by Saba is one of the most authentic albums I've heard in the past like 10 years. Um Black Stone by Smino, same. Like just Smino, No Name, Saba, that whole like pocket. Mick Jenkins, of course,
See,
is
those
just
niggas. Monica
yeah.
Booker and them niggas, yep.
Like it's just they're just the most authentic right now. Like JID's The Never Story, I think, is one of those as well. Oh, holy crap, I'm trying to even X, bro. Like the Question Mark album, I think is one of the most versatile and expressive like projects I've heard probably in my life. And same with like Mac Miller's Swimming. Like it's it's incredible. I feel like I think if you want something true and authentic, you really do like it's there. It's there's not a lack of it like people would like to perpetuate. It's
Right.
just you have to find it.
And think about it, they won't. Cause a lot of this music a lot of the bad music gets pushed more than the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of
And
like
so
that's why like when people try to tell me, well, so and so has more hits than this person. Well, first of all, bad songs can be hits too. A hit doesn't
you're
make
not
a
wrong.
song good.
Yeah, you're
You
not
know what I'm
wrong.
saying? Like bad songs, a bad song could go in the top 10 or even number one. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Well, they'd be like, Cola Ray has more hits than Rico. She probably do, but but that doesn't make her better. That doesn't make someone better than the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, bro, like, come on, bro. They try to push these because the only time it was in the numbers is if it's like certain artists I can believe in when it comes to numbers, like niggas like Drake,
Hmm.
a Cole, Kendrick, like niggas like that. I'm like, okay, they got high numbers because you know what I'm saying that's just how good they are. But other people, it's
Yeah,
just
and
like,
then like
bro, like,
Cuddy, like because those people like have active fan bases that will go for it and really like do it like that. So
like
like yeah,
same thing with like someone like Nicki Minaj. Like I ain't gonna lie, her fan base is my fucking nerve, but she's amazing.
bro, she did 70.
I
She did
can't even
72.
count, like.
She did 72,000 off a mixtape. I can't knock it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't look. That's because like thing about it is like Nicki Minaj is amazing.
She
She's
is.
she's goaded. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like her
she's
fan
on that
base,
Mount Rushmore. I don't know why they was playing with her.
they really. And I'm like, bro. I remember they had like the women's Mount Rushmore. They put Cardi and someone put Cardi B on. I'm like, of all people, that's who you pick. If I had to
I'm not
make it,
gonna.
if I had to make a women's Mount Rushmore,
Oh,
yeah,
I know what.
let me think. I put Nicki on there.
Okay,
I put Lil Kim up there.
okay.
I put Lauren Hill up there.
Mhm.
And the fourth one can be really interchangeable. You can put a lot of people. You can put MC Light up there. You can put the Brad in there. You can put Queen. She can even put Queen Latifah in there. Honestly, like you put Foxy Brown in there. Like that, I think that fourth spot is really interchangeable. But I think that top three is like that top three. I think.
I got you. For me, I think Nicki Rhapsody.
Oh shit, Rhapsody too. Fair enough.
Nicki Rhapsody. Jean Grey is someone I really want to put on there. Um, also, Oh my God, why am I blanking right now? Of course, Lauren. I've been praising her this whole episode. She. And then I guess as like an honorable fifth. Oh man, I'm really definitely Queen. No, actually, swap Jean Grey for Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah's gotta be on there. Jean Grey is gonna be my honorable fifth.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it.
So yeah,
Because
that
they
just
got,
tells you.
and it's so beautiful because women's rap, you know, it went through a time where it wasn't like there weren't a lot of good, really good female rappers to go to really go around, and nowadays like we have so many. We
Bro,
have the Rico,
they've been running the game for the past 5 years. I dare
yes,
somebody to
like
tell me different.
The Rico Nasties of the world, the Flo Millies, and so on and so forth. I love Flo Millie. I love her so much. Jesus Christ, I love her.
Okay, I would be remiss if I did not mention D Trinata, Lotto,
I'd
like,
be saying, uh-huh.
oh my God. Even Alyssa Marie, super underground. Snow the Product, super underground. Beans,
Shit.
she was on Rhythm and
I can
Flow.
go
I've been
to
following her for years.
I can go
Super.
to BK the Ruler too. She's tough.
Oh, he go crazy, bro. Oh my God.
And it's like I love female rappers. Like a lot of niggas won't listen to women just because they're listen to female rappers because they're females. I'm like, wow, really? I'd be
That
crazy.
that
Like, I'm listening to for a minute, I'd be cranking. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Young and May crank like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be cranking to for a
yeah,
minute.
bro.
And Young and May and Rico Nasty and all them. I'd be in my jam with them. Fuck you talking about?
Bro,
Like
they I don't I will always say this. I don't care. I don't care what you are, what you do, whatever. As long as you have the authenticity and the bars to back it up, bro, I'm always gonna give you a play.
I'm telling you, bro. That's all I fucking care about. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you like. I don't care where you come from, bro. Like, bro, man, I'm a crank. I don't give a fuck. Unless you're like a pedophile or something crazy, then that's different.
Yeah,
See, that's a
that's
whole
another
different. Like, if you got something like that going on, oh yeah, nah. If you're
that's
like
an that's an extenuating circumstance right there.
if you're like crazy shit like that, like you gotta go kill yourself. But um, but yeah, though, like the state, like so how would you describe the state of hip hop as it is now? Like, do you think it's in a good state? Do you think it's in a bad state? Do you think it's better than it has been? Do you think it has room for improvement? Like, what would you say?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think it's amazing. And honestly, I feel like if you had asked me this question maybe like 3 years ago, I would have said it's completely trash. But then again, 3 years ago, me listened to nothing but like Tech Nine, King Crooked. Not that I have anything against those guys; those are still like my inspirations. But it's just the fact of my taste and everything is so much wider now and so much more diverse. And I realized that it's literally just like I said, there are lanes for everything, bro. Like it doesn't matter. Like there's no need for such division because I feel like once there's division in our culture, we're gonna implode on ourselves. When that's really what we shouldn't be doing. Like, bro, I don't know if you've ever seen this Rap Radar interview that Elliot Wilson did, but literally it is Griselda shouting out Gunna. I never thought I would hear it in my life because those are two completely different like sounds, but it makes so much sense when you think about it, bro.
Yeah, like so. The thing about it is like you see more of it where artists or singers from different genres will shout out rap because you know Young Thug has worked with Elton John for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly, bro.
and the thing about it, like, there's so many unique sounds, there's so many unique rappers, so many unique artists out here, and it's like it's beautiful to look at, really. You know, because you can go from Cole to Playboy Cardi to Cody Shane to Lil Skies to Future to like you can do, like there are so many unique sounds, so many unique artists out here, and it's like you can't even hate what rap is nowadays because there's so much to go around. Unless you're just that fake ass old head that says, "Well, mumble rap is this and that." Bro, shut the fuck up. Honestly, I'm be real, bro. No one wants to listen to lyrical shit all the fucking time. I'm gonna be 100. Like, I'm not like, if you're a Cole fan, that's fine. But if you listen to exclusively to J. Cole and niggas like that, like, bro, I don't understand. You're probably the most boring nigga in the world, bro.
Crazy, crazy.
No, cause listen, bro, cause like, bro, I don't mind listening to some bullshit every once in a while. I don't
Nah,
mind it. I really don't. Like,
I get what you're saying.
if you look at my playlist, bro, it's a mixture of lyrical shit, it's a mixture of bullshit. I don't really care. You
I
know
get
what
what
I'm
you're
saying? Like,
saying.
there's so much beautiful music going on, and motherfuckers will not even embrace it because it's not completely lyrical, or it's not boom bap, or it's not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, whatever, dude. Please take your ass
I
back
mean,
to take your ass back to the '90s, then.
bro, I'm so happy of my like personal evolution as like a listener now and just as a person because that whole minute of what you were saying was just full on attacks to me like 3 years ago. So I'm so happy of the fact that like I've grown and that I can like embrace and make fun of the fact that literally all I did throughout high school was listen to like Black Star and like just I would just play Mos Def's album like back to back to back.
Like, that shit doesn't even seem fun. Like, my nigga, please. Like, I know niggas that literally listen to the same music over and over. Like, how can you listen to trap music all the time? How can you listen to Young Boy all the time? Like, bro, do y'all niggas not get bored of that shit? Like, oh my god. Like, what the fuck? Like, please. Listen to somebody else. I'm begging you. It will not kill you. My god.
I feel you on that, Doug.
No, it's frustrating. 'Cause I'm like, god damn. Like, I hate going to people's functions and they play the same music over and over and over, the same songs over and over. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I'm hoping the guy to get this house because I can have my own function play whatever the fuck I want to play. Because niggas are, because think about it, if I DJ'd, I have this shit lit the fuck up. Because some niggas don't know how to, some niggas don't know how to DJ. I
Bro,
would know.
bro, can I tell you that was how I wanted to be known in Frostburg. I wanted to be known as the DJ who used to have the fire playlist on the aux. And bro, here's the thing. I was hanging with a bunch of swim dudes my freshman year, and I remember I'd asked like the head swim guy. I was like, "Yo, can I like DJ one of your parties?" Da 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 da. And I sent him the most fire playlist, bro. I sent it. I put in days. I put in a week's worth on that because the party was like the party. I'd asked him like maybe like a week before the party that was gonna be like that next Friday, bro. I put in a week's worth of time on that place. I was like, "Ooh, he's not gonna be able to deny this. Just everything." You are. He's like, bro, you know it's good, but you know it needs more country. After then, I was like, I'm cool. I'm good. Goodbye. I was like, this is not how I need to be known.
Country?
He
See, think about I listen to everything except for gospel and country. I listen to everything but that.
said it needs more tractors.
Close that door and turn them lights down low.
Hello. But yeah, like literally.
Fuck you, bitch. You broke my heart. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro, please.
But the one thing I will say, I'm happy I went through that experience because it taught me how to understand my audience, which is what I now try and do a whole lot
That's what
more.
I'm saying. Exactly, like, bro. My thing about it is, bro, if there are women in the party, bro, we're gonna play some shit so they can shake ass. It's simple. Like, cause I remember, cause we had a party for Omar. I think you were there. We had a party for Omar for his birthday, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
And I
was
was
there.
and I was DJ for the most part until I got high and I got irritated. And motherfuckers kept asking me to play certain shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm not playing that. And I let someone else take over the DJ because I got annoyed. But I remember one nigga was like, play Lil Pump, and I'm like, play who? Lil Pump. I don't like, you don't
Not
understand
Mr.
how I was
Jesky.
grabbing Colin's fat ass laptop, closing it, and smacking that nigga over the head with it. Cause I'm like, bro, if there are women, there were like plenty of women in that joint. I'm like, bro, we're about to play some shit so they can get turned the fuck up. Some city girls, something.
Yeah.
I think about it. And parties, know what the fuck your audience is. You can't just play the shit that you feel like hearing, especially in a party. You know what I'm saying? You want the party to be lit, you gotta know what your audience is. You gotta know what the fuck you're doing. And a lot of niggas don't see if a nigga, if someone had a party and they say, "Can you DJ?" I'm like, bro, hell yeah, man. Listen, it would be no competition, bro. I would kill that shit. Like, stop playing.
Bro, I just wish they started letting the real music nerds onto the aux, bro, at these parties, dog. I
No,
really wish.
for real. Like, not the niggas that listen to the same 10 songs in rotation. Like, please.
Not
Not
the
doing
joints that just play rap caviar and call it a day.
Think about there's a because listen, nigga, I make my own playlists. I don't just pick one from Apple Music and play that shit, bro. I make my own. And think about it, I take a lot of time making playlists. It's so crazy. Like I feel like it's making a playlist is an art form. That shit is an
Bro,
art form.
bro, the art of playlist making is crazy. You know what I will tell you, bro? I had the craziest playlist making experience literally this week, cause my homegirl, probably one of my favorite people that I've met in Frostburg. Shout out to my homegirl Amber. Um, he's a huge stoner. And so I was like, you know what? I don't partake, but I'm gonna make her a playlist so that way when she, she's trying to vibe, I'm gonna just give her the vibes, bro. When I tell you, I had to make sure that I had to make sure, I had to imagine what that state of mind is so much so that way I could put the right joints on there, bro. Like I was it was in depth, bro. That was a whole like 3 hour experience putting that
See,
together.
and see, and that's beautiful, bro. That's really considerate. Listen, bro. Because think about it, I have a playlist for everything. I have it now. I'm actually reading them off to you. Give me a second. I have a
Go
playlist
ahead.
for everything. Like, because I'm prepared for all of it. I'm prepared for all of it. I have, I have a high playlist, a workout playlist, a
Mm.
lituation playlist,
Okay.
a running playlist. Nigga,
Okay.
I have a white songs playlist and I have a sex playlist. I have a playlist for everything. I'm prepared for it all.
Of
I'm just
course.
rolling into it, my nigga, because like, and it's just like, bro, because I'm not good at just picking music. 'Cause I'm too lazy to go into my albums, pick an album, play that album. I'm too lazy for
Yeah.
that. Making having a playlist makes shit so much easier. Man, fuck that shit. It's too much. It's really too much.
You're 100% right, though. Like it's just like shout out to the people who really like curate their playlist, dog. Like I really appreciate that so much as
And
a
shout out that
fan.
nigga Mel one more time. Deuce. Shout out that nigga Mel, cause I had a nigga send me a few playlists, and I'm like, this nigga knows what the fuck he's doing. Like that shit is really an art form, bro. Like that ass. If niggas ever get a chance, follow that nigga on Apple Music, please. Do yourself a fucking favor. That nigga's amazing. But man, shit. Honestly, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be
Look.
real with you. So I live upstairs in my house. I stay upstairs.
Mm.
It gets very hot upstairs. I
Yeah,
left my AC on because my AC is loud.
I got you.
Second of all, I'm getting hot and I'm getting a little bit tired. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's
And
okay, big man.
and honestly, this is fun. Honestly, like I'm having a blast right now, and
Same.
we're working on about an hour at this point. But I just want to close and say, like, shit. What do you have coming up next, dude? What's next on the
Uh,
menu?
I love how you asked me how I have what I have coming up next when like I okay. So here's what I have coming up next. I'm gonna be dropping singles probably throughout the rest of the summer while I go retreat and like figure out what's going on with this project and figure out how to make it work. Um, I've got some fun stuff coming up with our mutual friend Leander Rob. Shout out to him. I got some fun stuff
Shout
coming
out,
with him.
Rob, for sure, for sure.
Uh, I've got of course some fun stuff coming with Paradox. He's like my right our chemistry on records is just crazy. And I think right now I'm just trying to focus and run up the catalog I already have before I give you all a super cohesive and probably my best project yet.
Honestly, man, I look forward to it. I ain't gonna lie, I look forward to it for sure, man.
Born to be a legend, coming whenever.
Coming, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, like shit.
Exactly,
Coming soon, coming whenever the fuck you feel like putting it out at this point.
honestly, bro. Because honest to God, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. When I posted up the video on my IG of why it was being scrapped and reworked, as soon as I finished recording that video and posting it, I low key had to shed a thug tear because I was so ready to give y'all this, but I
Nigga
knew in
sit
my
there.
heart of hearts that I couldn't. Like, and I
Nigga
was
sit
so worried about like people. I was so worried. Like, I was so worried that like the few people that like actually do care about my stuff were gonna be like, man, but we were waiting. It's supposed to drop in like 2 weeks. Da 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 da. But the fact that I got, for the most part, a bunch of people that were like, yeah, we get it. You want to like make sure that our time's not being wasted as listeners and that you're putting out the best
Nah,
representation.
bro, because the thing about artists sometimes like they will make your ass wait. Like when like Uzi waited like what 2 3 years to drop Eternal Take, and I was like, I remember waiting for that album. That was the most agonizing wait of an album I ever experienced in my life. And I remember when that shit dropped. It was right before COVID hit. I was in the CCIT building, bro. Oh my gosh! And I remember when it dropped. I put it on my Spotify on the big TV, and I was in so much joy,
Do you
so much joy.
know? Funny story about that. I don't think we were close when that album dropped, but I will say that literally the day before I had posted up on like my story. I was like talking about like albums that people want to come out, and someone said EA, and I said that album's never coming out because I used to just laugh at Uzi fans for that. And then literally the next day it dropped. I said, well, I have to take everything back now.
Nah, for real. This nigga was like, oh damn, I stand corrected. Jesus.
Exactly. Like, bro, literally the day after I posted up, wow, EA is never dropping, he drops it, and I'm literally in the middle of Gray Hall in like the lounge because that's where I was staying at the time. And I was like, well, I feel like an idiot. Just pie all over my face. Just,
Man, shit. But man, I really do look forward to next time because you've been doing your thing lately, honestly. So everybody stream, go check out Hellblazr. Still Kid Devil
yes,
out there
sir.
because Apple is fucking slow.
They
But
are, man.
go stream Mrs. Melanin, go stream Pain, and everything else, man. This man's been killing it for sure, and
Yeah,
we'll be back on this shit very, very soon. I'm thinking next week, but we'll see how it goes. But we'll be back soon.
we'll
Uh,
be back.
you know what I'm saying? It's been real.
This
Steph,
is
thanks
this
for
is
joining me.
this is gonna be a fun ride, and I'm happy that you asked me to be a part of it, man. But
No,
yeah, like he said, go check out Pain, go check out Mrs. Melanin, go check out Playboy Bunny, go check out everything out there. I'm sure that we'll put the socials somewhere in this when
yeah,
you check it out.
it'll be somewhere for sure,
But yeah, man, like I said, thanks for having me on, and I can't wait to get back to this soon.
for sure, for sure. Well, this is Reek. This is the Lion the Sauce podcast. I don't know if I'm gonna. Honestly, this is basically a restart. It's not a rebound, it's a restart because I don't like having so much time between episodes. So I'm gonna just basically. This is gonna be episode one. Okay, goddamn it. Boom. Shit.
Boom.
Lion on the Sauce. Lion on the Sauce. Version 2, episode 1. You know, that's what it's got to be at this point. But shit, we'll be seeing you all soon. Peace.
Peace.